Today, the 7th of November 2024, in the beautiful city of Dundastan, Abaco, Bahamas. This story that I'm going to bring to you may not make much sense to Abaconians, but it just came into the spirit man just brought it into my spirit, and I thought I would share it with you to say that there's a song say, somebody is watching you. I don't know who sing that song, but somebody is watching you. And I had that somebody watching me. I didn't know who he was, but he was investigating me. Just like the police, they stopped by me, let me know that they're watching me today. And once I took out my camera, they speed off in that blue police Toyota, that the tinted windows. So you have that sense that somebody is watching you. You ever had that sense that somebody's watching you, and you look around and you look right in their eyes? I had that person some many years ago. I didn't know who he was, but he was staying in my shop. I know who you're staying with, because when you live in a community, you need to know who they were. And back 30 years ago, everybody know everybody in every vehicle. But this fella, his name was B.J. Johnson. And he was staying with people that I was familiar with. They call him Socks Curry. Socks Curry was running Johnson and Evinrude engines in Marshaba next to the fish house. So I see this fella keep watching me for about a year. But he didn't know how to get to meet me, because the people that he was staying with were speaking about me in a way that was not friendly to him. So he decided to do his own in-depth investigation. So Socks Curry and I were never friends, but B.J. Johnson finally got my attention, and he said he wanted to meet me at a restaurant that was not open called Sapadilis. I say, who are you? Why should I meet with you? Who are you? So the spirit man came at me and said, let me talk to this man. I've been watching him for a year, watching me. So B.J. Johnson said, I want to compliment you. You don't know who I am from, but I'm from Governor's Harbor. But there's some people here that don't understand you, and they speak in ill of you. He said, I was the same way in Governor's Harbor until I came into some money dropped in my hand. Then the people of Eleuthera start to respect B.J. Johnson. He said, just watch yourself. You're a very decent young man. You will accomplish much, but you have to get that money. That money means respect. This is B.J. Johnson talking to me 30 years ago. Again, I don't know who he was. I was the president and then become coach. At the time, I was just a coach of Eddie's Angels. And I went to Eleuthera to play the national championship coaching ladies softball. And they put us into a place that belonged, I forgot, Savannah Sands, I think it is. Just 30 years ago, I don't have that kind of memory. But I think it was the Savannah Sands, and they put us into a place where it was owned by a church. And the field in Savannah Sands was the worst field in Eleuthera. But we were having the nationals there, so I look out the field, and my girls was the sexiest girls in the Bahamas at the time. And they used to sliding and giving their all. I say, you can't slide on this field because you have rocks on this field and you will leave your skin on the field. So the place that they had us staying, the mosquitoes was killing us. I said, but you can't play softball the next day. So I went and looking for somewhere to put us. And I came into this place. I think this is the name. I'm just guesstimating. It was called the Sigatu Inn. And it was next to Club Med in Eleuthera. And lo and behold, I say, who owned this place, the Sigatu Inn? And they said there's a fella named B.J. Johnson. By the time, B.J. Johnson was MIA. Nobody could find one of the richest men in Governor's Harbor, B.J. Johnson. I said, I know that name. He came and spoke to me at Sapa Delis in Marsh Harbor, and he said, they're watching you because you're fearless and they've never seen anybody like you. Do well, do good, and good will follow you. So that is my 30 years memory in Marsh Harbor by somebody that is not from Abaco. His name was B.J. Johnson, and he recognized that Kai had integrity way back then, and Kai still have that integrity because it's born into you. But I would wonder how it would have been and how cheap the rates would have been if B.J. Johnson was at the Sigatu Inn in Eleuthera when Kai Mills showed up to get rooms for Eddie's Angels. Kai Cares, bring it way, way back into history of somebody that sought favor in you way back then. Kai Cares.